After February, army officials, landowners and industrialists were influential in the provisional government, but the liberals as well as socialists among them worked towards an elected government. Restrictions on public meetings and associations were removed. Soviets like the Petrograd Soviet were set up everywhere through no common system of election was followed. In April 1917, the Bolshevik leader Vladimir Lenin returned to Russia from his exile. He and the Bolsheviks had opposed the war since 1914. Now he felt it was a time for Soviets to take over power. He declared that the war was to be brought to a close, land be transferred to the peasants, and banks be nationalized. These three demands were Lenin's April thesis. He also argued that the Bolshevik Party rename itself as the Communist Party to indicate its radical aims. Most others in the Bolshevik Party were initially surprised by the April thesis. They thought that the time was not yet ripe for a socialist revolution and the provisional government needed to be supported, but the developments of the subsequent months changed their attitude. Through the summer, the workers' movement spread. In industrial areas, factory committees were formed which began questioning the way industrials ran their factories. Trade unions grew in number. Soldiers' committees were formed in the army. In June, about 500 Soviets sent representatives to an all-Russian Congress of Soviets. As the provisional government saw its power reduced and Bolshevik influence grow, it decided to take stern measures against the spreading discontent. It resisted attempts by workers to run factories and began arresting leaders. Popular demonstrations staged by the Bolsheviks in July 1917 were sternly expressed and repressed. Many Bolshevik leaders had to go into hiding or they had to flee. Meanwhile, in the countryside, peasants and the socialist revolutionary leaders pressed for a redistribution of land. Land committees were formed to handle this. Encouraged by the socialist revolutionaries, peasants seized land between July and September 1917. The next part will be given in the next video. Hope you enjoyed and understood the concept very well. Thank you for watching.